Okay, challenge rock. This one is from a subscriber named Kelly from New Baltimore, New York. So I've already cheated. I took a little bit off of it, and it's very mysterious. It looks like a red jasper, just looking at it from the outside. But I took a little bit off. It looks like there might be some patina inside the cracks. It should be a red jasper, but I'm going to take a look just to make sure. See if it works out. If it works out, if it produces some flakes and it works out in that way, I'll try to make something out of it. It naps kind of like a brick. We'll see. Yeah, the patina inside the cracks is very dark. And it looks like there's some quartzite here. Or something similar. All right. He says there's a lot of this stuff where he's at. I'm not sure if it's nappable. Yeah, I'm ruining my bopper. Let's see. Let's get something a little less damageable. Okay. This is where I normally take out to the field. Yeah, it's got layers in it. And it naps like a brick. So it's not really good for arrowheads. Now, can it be ground down? I've noticed that, yeah, it can be ground down. Most rocks can be ground, but when they start to heat up, when you're grinding them, the layers will separate easily. And it'll begin to flake off as it heats up. So you have to keep it very cold when you're grinding it. Cold grind. Like if you have a machine that can grind it, it's going to heat up the rock a lot. But if you can figure out a way to keep it cool, it should be grindable. Interesting stuff. Let's see. Does not break with a conchoidal fracture. No, it does not. Unfortunately. And a lot of times the way you can tell that it's going to be a good stone to nap is if it has little bulbs of percussion or little bulbs of impact on the surface instead of this kind of surface. This kind of surface, there's no bulbs of impact. It just looks like there's some wearing of cracking that, it cracked like this. And then as it tumbles in the water or in the streams or whatever, it gets rounded off. So it becomes like this. This is an indication that it's probably not nappable. Yeah. But if you see little bulbs from percussion strikes in nature, when it bumps up against other rocks, flint or chert will have little bulbs in it. How do I explain it? I don't have a good sample, but it'll have incipient bulbs. Anyway, I don't think I'll be able to nap it, but it's been sitting here for a while and I wanted to make sure I got it on video. So yeah, this kind of stuff, I can probably grind it into an arrowhead. Am I going to get that on video? I don't think so. Let me see. It's also soft. It does, yeah, it'll produce an edge for scraping tools. Yeah. It can produce it does have an edge on it. It can be used for scraping, woodworking and stuff, but I got a feeling that it's not very strong. Let's see. I got some alder buckthorn. Let's see if it'll scrape the bark off. I just cut this about 2 weeks ago. Has a defect in it, so I can't use it for an arrow, but I can use it to demonstrate the usefulness of stone for scraping. See how useful it is? And with buckthorn, you can use the inner bark for a dye, or so they say. But it's not native to the US. So I like making my arrows out of buckthorn and viburnum, yes, of course. I also gather some viburnum. But buckthorn is so easy to make an arrow out of that I gather lots of it as well, even though it's not native to this area, to the US. It's a European import, this alder buckthorn stuff. But anyway, any rock that holds an edge can be used in woodworking. Did I get that on video? I probably didn't, did I? Okay. Yeah, any stone that holds an edge can be used in woodworking. Especially when the wood is green, but also when the wood is dry. Now, if I had to, would I use the inner bark to make a dye, a yellow dye? No, I don't tend to make dyes out of this kind of stuff. I like mineral dyes because they're color fast. I don't like to make dyes out of fruits, like blueberries or stuff like that, or anything that can fade in the sun. Any color that's fadeable, I don't like to make pigments out of, or dyes. I prefer mineral dyes. Yeah. But anyway. And see, it leaves a smooth surface. Can you see? It's not all striated, or it doesn't have striations in it. See that? It's smooth. So that means the edge is pretty good. All right. But that's about it. That's what I would use it for, just as a handy scraper type material. All right. Thanks, Kelly.